I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal. I'm here to work. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Those motherfuckers do not have a warrant. They do not present badges. They are masked men. And I know that they don't believe this, but the Constitution specifically and explicitly, and listen, for all you Federalist Society goons who are still out there, for all you Republican rule of law types who supposedly believe the Constitution is a sacred document, it says that all persons, not citizens, all persons in the United States are entitled to due process of law. This is not due process of law. This is authoritarian cosplay bullshit. I'm going to tell you something. Every one of these motherfuckers who is doing this, behind abusing the power of the badge, behind a mask, no name tags, no warrants, no body cams, no identification, no paper trail, and they disappear, these people. I have a message for you folks. You are going to be fucked. You are going to jail. This will end someday. You will be bankrupted by the people that you have abused, because you will find that the idea that you thought that Trump would pardon you and you had sovereign immunity will be mistaken. These people doing this in our streets right now, they have formed essentially a secret police force on Trump's behalf. If this country does not understand what is happening at this point, you need to wake the fuck up. If you do not understand that if they can turn this police force against those people, they will turn it against you. They will turn it against American citizens, and they have. There are multiple cases now of American citizens being detained without access to an attorney, without a phone call, without a warrant, without probable cause, and at the hands of violent men who are unaccountable to the law. This will end someday. And people like Tom Homan and Stephen Miller, who are at the top of the food chain of this authoritarian unit, you can think you're going to ride around for the rest of eternity in your black and gold brand new cars with their President Trump ice wrap on them. This will end. The law will survive, and you will pay a price. This country was always the propositional nation. We had a president this week who attacked the Smithsonian Institution because he didn't like the truth being told about slavery. And folks, I don't know if you've seen it, but I had a Enemies List podcast this week where I went, if you thought that thing I just did a minute ago was rip shit, I went hard because they are trying to recast what America is and means. They are trying to say that America is a blood and soil nationalist country. They're trying to say that you have to be white, you have to be Christian to be a citizen. That if you came here from somewhere else, followed the rules, became a natural citizen, it doesn't really count. Because they do not distinguish right now between illegal, naturalized, people who are here legally and in process of becoming citizens or working. They don't care about any of it. Any of it. And at some point, again, there will be a reckoning for this.
Yeah.
They may not come tomorrow, but there will be a reckoning for this. And a president who will deploy troops to the streets of this country has opened a terrible door. He's opened a terrible, terrible door. This is not going to end the way Trump thinks it's going to end, because he believes he'll be remembered forever as a glorious leader. He will not. There will be people who, when this is over, are like those German soldiers after Nuremberg, who were like, what are you talking about? I didn't run the concentration camp. I was just there. I worked there. That was my job, man. What was I going to do? Say no? Yes. The answer is you fucking say no. And for these military members that have been dragooned into this by either the Southern governors who are sending their troops to D.C. or the D.C. Guard, once again, the Uniform Code of Military Justice not only requires that you disobey an illegal order, but it makes it illegal to obey an illegal order.
All of you are also modeling what it means to be an attorney